Good, beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to the Friday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. And today I have with me a group called The Ascended that want to share their understanding of what a new earth is. I was quite surprised when they said that there is a new earth, but not just one. There's multiple timelines that are going to unfold in the form of a new earth. I said, what do you mean multiple new earths? And they said, the earths will be formed and shaped according to the consciousness of the people. I said, can you be more clear about that? They said, the way you look at minerals or substances that automatically sort themselves out, gold, silver, these things sort themselves out in the earth in very specific ways. Your consciousness, the consciousness that you have as an individual, will align you to the function of the new earth that you're going to experience. Now, I find it very interesting what we see going on in the world with all the geological, geophysical, astronomical phenomena that are unfolding all at this time. And they said all these things are just indications of a change that's happening in consciousness. All we're seeing is an effect that started in a different place. So I'm curious about what your thoughts are about a new earth, that there are actually going to be multiple new earths suitable to the people that are in resonance with the different frequencies of consciousness for each. The earth that we currently live on right now is going to not fragment, but it's going to become fractals of itself in different frequencies. So if you're in a really uplifted, high vibrational state, then your energy is going to be taken to a world that's going to be representative of the frequency that you're on, so on and so forth. If you're very low vibrational, a low demonic energy, then you're going to be taken into a new earth that's going to be based in that low vibrational energy. If you're somewhere in between love and fear, well, you'll be taken to a new earth. Your consciousness will move to a new earth that's in resonance with you. And they say this is not unusual. This happens naturally through the process of birth. The process of birth is the mechanism through which your consciousness resonates with a particular vibrational frequency, and you come into a family system that matches your vibration, that allows you to work through and heal the karma that you have. And I asked, well, is there a way I can be sure of the type of earth that I will be moving into vibration? I said, yes, make certain you are paying attention to what you are being, what you are thinking, what you are saying, what you are doing, as these all contribute to the vibrational frequency that you are setting yourself up for right now. So I thought that's really interesting to be able to share that with everybody, that there's not going to be just one new earth. There's going to be many fractals of that are going to match the spectrum of vibrations that exist. They say this is universal anyway. This happens with the different dimensions, with the different universes. It's all based in vibration and frequency and resonance. So whatever you're vibrating on, your dominant vibration, if it's love, then you'll end up in a fractal where love is the experience. If your dominant vibrational energy is fear or anger, guilt or shame, compassion or kindness, according to your vibration, that's where we're going to end up, each and every one of us. We're here now because we're all in resonance with each other. Everybody that's on the planet right now has a certain degree of resonance with each other. And they said a lot of conflicts, a lot of the problems usually occurring are because our vibrations are diverging. We're now splitting off into different fractals of love, joy, fear, compassion, playfulness, knowledge, wisdom, curiosity. And the dominant vibration that you have is what's going to put you in your experience of a new earth. Yes. Someone saying, I think we're going to have 3 solar flashes over the coming years. We just had 3 in the last 2 days. Yeah, we've had literally 3 in the last few days. So yeah, you're going to see a lot of geological and geophysical changes happening. During our Patreon event last night, we did a special function of meditation, aligning ourselves to the frequency of love and then installing that in the planetary grid. It's going to be interesting. We were told we'd see changes happen on the planet in the next 3 weeks. We're also reminded that Gaia is a living thing. The earth is a living being. Just like you in that body that's hearing these words, you are a living being. You're in a physical form. Gaia is a living being in a physical form. Her mechanisms of communication are the life forms that are on the planet. The wind, the water, the snow, the rain. Her form of communication is very different than ours. But essentially, she's still a living sentient being. And she's going through her changes too. Yeah. Yeah, I know you're talking about, Drusilla, you're talking about what they call a solar micronova, which happens, according to some scientists and what I've been told, it's happened at least a dozen times over the last 72,000 years. A small micronova of the sun. And yes, that is a possibility we're facing right now. Understand too, part of the reason that this channel began 7 years ago and why they started speaking to me was that our function of consciousness and the spectrum of its energy, whether it's our consciousness is mostly afraid or mostly love, is determining what is unfolding for us right now. So the function of this channel is to help shift human collective unconsciousness from fear back to love. But yeah, the solar micronovas have happened when civilizations emotionally and energetically get to a very low vibrational state. And then there's an energetic reset that happens. You know, if you got a dog or a cat and they get upset about something, they'll shake their bodies off, right? Well, nature is like that. Energy is like that. When it's too intense of a low vibration, the system wants to shake it off. And that's what we've seen in the last 72,000 years with places like Eden and Lemuria and Mu, Atlantis. They've all had these experiences where their energetic composition got so low in vibration, it altered and changed the environment, right? And I realize that you do that. You change your environment, what you feel and think. Yes, yes. Yeah, we are like ticks. Bless your day. Bless you in New Zealand too. Yeah. What will double tap until 5K? Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. Always helpful. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Questions. Remember to share the live. The past 6 years contributed to my consciousness. Now, what can I do to still have a life? Find any small thing that you enjoy doing and do it. What they taught me, what my guides and angels taught me, is they said, take a notepad and you write down in the notepad. Go through your day, and in the notepad you write down everything you like. Oh, I love the birds. I love the trees. I love the kids. I love the parents. I love the smells in the air. You only write down in that notepad what you enjoy, what gives you joy. And you do that for a week. For a whole week, you walk around just noting, writing down everything that gives you joy. Maybe a butterfly stops and floats around you, and you write, that gives me joy. And the reason they have you do this is that over a period of a week's time, you start to build and amplify the vibration of joy in your body. That begins to attract and generate energies that represent that. So people, events, and circumstances that are closer to your experience of joy will reveal themselves to you more and more and more. That's all. It's not that difficult a process. Just take like a little tiny notepad, and anything that makes you feel good, write it down. A leaf falling from the tree, children playing football or riding their bicycles, or parents and families sitting down to dinner in the restaurants and you're seeing them. Write down everything that gives you some degree of joy and do that for a week. Anything that gives you a feeling that feels good. Wow, my mom called me. It feels great. I ran into an old friend. It feels great. I just got a new job. Anything that gives you a feeling of good. Okay. Remember that. Anything that gives you a feeling of good, write it down in that notepad and do that for an entire week throughout the day. And you're going to shift your energy into the frequency of joy. And the things that you're going to want to do would naturally give you joy. So you want to get that vibration of joy amplified up in your system so that you're attracted to that really easily, right? But you've got other things that you're holding on to too. Hi, William. I had an emotional release last night. I love a message from my guides or masters. Thank you. Well, I know you weren't with our patrons on Patreon's only live event last night, Amanda, but I'm sure a lot of people that are in our community were affected by last night's event because it was really a powerful process of anchoring the frequency of love not only into your own body but into the collective grid of consciousness on the planet, and it's going to create a big shift for everybody. So yeah, really spend time resting in the vibration of love today and letting that vibration of love be that which just let it radiate out from you. You don't have to make it go, just be in the frequency of love, and it's going to cause some changes for you today. I'm happy for your emotional release. It's been a while coming to let that one go. um, what is going on with this sickness today? My husband is taking me to the doctor later. Yeah, there are things that, I mean, there are things you can look into, Drusilla, that will be really powerful, that are also easy to get a hold of. If you need to, fenbendazole, ivermectin, these are not difficult things to get a hold of if you know where to look. And remember, they've been spraying toxins in the air, parasites. There's all kinds of stuff that's been downloaded into human food chain. And for you, you really need to clear that up. You really need to clear. People don't understand just how pronounced the influence and effect of parasites are. One of the things I heard the other day that really caught my attention was that demonic influences are not just human beings that are corrupted by Luciferian energies, but that demonic forces can also be in the form of parasites that inhabit your body, your brain, your intestinal system, your muscular system. They can hijack your nervous system. Parasites can incline you to choose certain types of foods, and eventually they'll just take the life from your body. It's really important to clear your body out of these demonic energies that are in the form of parasitic energies. Clean them out. Clean them right out. Yeah, I remember. What's your son's birthday? Yeah, the replay. That's going to be an interesting story I have to tell you. We'll get to that a little later. Um, hi, hi there. Let's see what we got here. Thank you for sharing the live. Really appreciate it. Hi there. I love a message from my mom, please. Hi, Maureen. Um, I don't know why, but I'm being shown a yellow and white apron. It's like it's a yellow and white apron. It's floral. This is for the kitchen. Why? Bacon cookies. Something about baking cookies with her. I don't know if you and your mother ever did baking together. If you bake some cookies and feel her presence with you while you do this. She said it's very easy to feel her presence, but this yellow apron is like really standing out. And I'm seeing like old 50s hairstyles going by in the kitchen. In the kitchen is where you'll re-encounter her energetically. You want to do some baking in the kitchen, Maureen. Do some baking in the kitchen. um, Pamela's asking, please tell me what being came to me. It had beautiful wings, green skin, and red eyes. Was it an ET or a fairy? No, it was actually a dragon. You got a dragon there, Pamela. That's a dragon. Hi. Sadly, I had an alcoholic filtered demon possessed, so he can't stop. Understand, any demonic force that you are encountering, whether it's in a human being or in the energy around you, All you need to do is shift your frequency to love. You need to just go into an energy of love. And that energy of love is like, if you ever take a dish of take a little bowl of water and put a couple tablespoons of oil in that bowl of water. And then you take a drop or two of dishwashing detergent and you drop it on top of the oil in the dish. And you'll watch as once that soap hits the top of the water where the oil suddenly gets completely displaced to the sides of the bowl. Your function and energy of love work the same way with lower vibrational and demonic forces. When you go into a vibrational energy of love, it displaces and repels lower demonic forces. So they can't connect to you energetically. That's why in our master classes, they always are teaching us how to meditate. 3 times a week for 3 weeks in every class, you learn how to shift your energy of your mind and your body. And it's really important you learn to do that. Because if you don't know how to shift your energy from fear to love, then you're going to be caught up attracting vibrational situations and circumstances, people, events, and entities that are in a low vibrational spectrum, right? The statement, birds of a feather flock together, is a very powerful hermetic principle that was been around for thousands of years, since Hermes Trismegistus shared that wisdom that he had discovered from the divine. So remember, you can shift your energy from fear to love anytime. Here's a question. Somebody's telling me to tell you guys this. If you were to alter your breathing so that your breathing represented how love would feel to you, this is a very fast way to shift your biological energy into the frequency of love. That is how, if you were able to breathe love into your body, how would you breathe love into your body? The intention will organize the result. So the function of love and you use the function of the breath as if you're drawing love into your system and transmitting it out and around your body. The moment you engage consciously in the willfulness of love, you will shift the demonic or lower vibrational forces out of your mind, out of your body, out of your life. You can't mix oil and water, but that bowl thing that they showed me is really do that. Go get a little tiny dish, put a tablespoon of olive oil in it, and 1 drop of dishwashing detergent, and drop that drop of dishwashing detergent in the middle. The function and frequency of love displaces the lower vibrations of rage, fear, guilt, shame, anger, lower vibrational energies that lower vibrational forces like to catch human beings in. They catch people in guilt. They catch people in shame. They catch people in fear. And these demonic forces have entered the political spectrum in the last 60 years and have really done a number on humanity. However, the moment you stay connected to the function of love, there's only one outcome, and that's love. Right? So do try that. Share your thoughts on that too. Yeah, it's not often people see dragons like that, Pamela. Some comments were filtered to. Okay. Yeah, well, if your friend is dealing with a low vibrational demon, teach him to shift his energy to love. You can do that with your breath. You can literally use your breath and imagine if you could breathe love into the body, how would you breathe it in? If you were breathing love out of your body, how would you breathe it out? Tell your friend this. Get your friend to do this. Like, don't waste time. Get him to do this. Because alcohol, drug addiction, these things are all conducive to demonic entities possessing and influencing human beings. Low vibrational substances like alcohol, drugs, all of these things will serve to process sugars. These things will lower the frequency of your body and make a healthy environment for demonic influences. which includes parasites. I would love a message from my son. Um, Again, the first thing that's coming up is I'm getting a big question mark, but I'm also getting a baseball cap and a baseball bat, right? And I get on the baseball cap, it's the New York Mets symbol. On the bat, it's why do you have the question mark there? Why is there a question mark holding these things up? So this is something to do, obviously something to do with baseball, but what is it? Remember, I can only receive information on the level I'm able to receive it at. But the question mark is fading. This has something to do with the New York Mets, this baseball playing, because the way he's holding them is like celebration, like it's not uncertainty. The question mark's disappeared now. But these two things, he's very clear that these things are the message for you. It's like a New York Mets ball cap in the left hand and a bat in the right hand. That's the message he's giving you. Let us know in the comments what you understand that to mean, please. Hi. Your partner. Hello there, Lee. Listen, Lee, sit down for a moment. Sit down, sit still, be calm. They're with you right now. What I'm going to ask you to do is just relax, like relax your body. Relax your body right now. Just relax it as best you can. Close your eyes very gently. And now think and speak their name at the same time. And as you do, ask them to approach your body. Ask them to energetically approach your body. And you'll experience them in the way that you're able to at this time. In our masterclass 101, we go into a process where this is one of many, where you learn to connect your guides and angels and your loved ones. Because just because somebody leaves the physical dimension doesn't mean they leave existence. So yeah, sit there just for a few minutes and ask them to think and speak their name and ask them to come closer to your body and feel energetically. You might feel a sudden warmth on one part of your body. You might feel a caress, but they'll connect you in the way that you're able to receive it. That's the way she'll do it. Right? Wonderful. Hi. Hello, Lauren. Good to see you. He said the word plinth. I'm not even sure, but that actually sounds like a word I've heard before. Does anyone know how much fenbendazole to take? I have it, but don't know how much. There's a number of fenbendazole groups on Facebook. I can send you a couple of links when I finish the live stream today. But fenbendazole is something that will penetrate the brain barrier, so it will get parasites in the brain as well. A lot of people don't understand that most of the food that people are eating is not the food of 100 years ago, where it came right out of the orchards. It was handpicked. They were happy with the worms and they just cut them out and ate the apples. Now food is highly processed. The soils are horribly devitalized, so we're not getting the proper nutrition. And a degraded body makes it a proper place for parasites. Parasites are a cleanup crew. If your body's not healthy, then the cleanup crew will come along. Look at flies. If an animal dies, flies will come and they'll lay their eggs in it, and that flesh gets consumed. This is a cleanup crew. God created a cleanup crew for everything, right? Knows what he's doing. But yeah, there's a number of groups that will lay out, and you can also search on TikTok. There are many, many women, because you're a woman, I would highly encourage you to find women that have found the right dosage that works for them. Right. Hi. But you can, there's fenbendazole, there's ivermectin, there's fenbendazole, there's all kinds of simple things that we can do through Khan. I'm not sure what that means, Daniela, through Khan. Hi. My mom passed away 24 days ago. Are you able to connect with her? Hi there. Yeah. Right now, I'm just feeling joy. I'm just feeling this incredible joy and laughter. It's a great relief. It's a great relief. And I know that this is not the way she would say this, but this is the way I'm hearing it. Fear not, my child. Fear not, my child. That's not the way you would remember her saying it, but that's the way I'm hearing it from her. When you shift out of the body, you move into a different state of being. You're no longer being the personality. You're not being a defined individual, but great joy. Um, she's standing just to your right side. She's just standing to your right side. Yes, and cheering you. She's going to cheer you on. So have no concern. She's cheering for you. Have no fear. You're not alone. Hi. Got a vitamin infusion on Wednesday. Good for you, Drusilla. Clove tea helps get rid of parasites, as does pumpkin seeds. Consuming pumpkin seeds is a very good way. Hi, Tiffany. Good to see you. How did the singing go, Tiffany? How did your event go yesterday? Did it go well? Let us know. Hi. Hi. Thank you so much. Uh, yes. Was it New York or New Zealand that he was that's I see. Let's just remove this person here for now. There we go. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that. So yeah. Anyway, it's really important you understand that this new Earth is not just going to be one Earth. It's going to be a multiple, many fractals of Earth that match the range of frequencies of vibrations of the different souls that are on this planet that are now going to be going to different states of being. So remember, your consciousness will, the quality of your consciousness, where you live in the spectrum of fear and love, that's going to determine, as it does anyway, where you end up. Like the body that you're in, the life you're in right now, is because that is the vibrational state that your soul resonated with, as it is true for everybody. We all resonated with this world at the times we came in. The people coming in now as new babies resonate with a specific frequency. So look forward to shifting your energy from fear to love, because what you are being energetically is going to determine where you're vibrationally going to go next. But there are many, many new Earths, many fractals of Earth. Right? Question from Jasmine. Somebody saying, thank you so much, William, for the brilliant advice in the reading you gave me. You can't believe how much you helped me. Thank you so much, Fee. Really appreciate that. That's wonderful to hear. Jasmine, uh, question: when we understand that the false matrix illusion is also source energy, will um will the will yeah, but the answer is, when we recognize that everything is source energy, that we get to determine which source we'll align to. We can align to love, we can align to fear, we can align to any frequency we want. You can be in rage, you can align to that frequency. You can be in bliss and align to that frequency. It's all one source with infinite potentials of expression. And according to your faith, so it's going to be. Right? Hi, Kimberly. Good to see you. Happy's Lions Gates, everybody else. Hi. Is there a reason my prayers are delayed? What can I do to change it? Again, the vibrational state you are in at any given moment is orchestrating all of your affairs. Every one of you on this world, rich or poor, suffering or happy, healthy or ill, everyone on this physical dimension is experiencing according to their vibrational state. You have a choice. Yes. If you need a realignment, Melinda, book a one-on-one session with me. If you want to get realigned really fast, that's the way to do it. Prayers will be fulfilled according to your vibration. Everything is about the vibration. And your prayers, if you're wanting something, but you're praying for it because you don't have it, or you're in the energy of not having it, so your prayers will be responded to by not having it. When you go into the feeling of the prayer is fulfilled, the prayer, it is done, it is completed, and you go into the energy of that vibration that it is done. You know, you've won the millions, you've got the car, you've found the love of your life, you got the new job. When you go into the vibration that it is fulfilled, it will be fulfilled. That's that simple. It will be fulfilled. Hi, Kim from class. Do I have any messages for you? Yeah, stay straight as an arrow on what you're doing, Kim. Like, really stay on the path you're on. I'm being told to tell you your body's going to begin to go through some changes that are really going to be powerful and positive for you. Right? Because yeah, they're saying you're ready to drop that old sack of emotions that you've been carrying around. You're ready to drop it now, and that's going to cause some changes in your physiology. Every time you change an emotion in your body, your body will change. Hello, Aries. Very depressed, feeling so much pressure lately. Okay, listen, Aries, I want you to listen very carefully and follow these instructions. Other than recommending you book a reading with me, I want you to do this right now. Take a slow and deep breath and hold your breath for a minute. And then when you exhale, exhale slowly. And as you exhale, tell your body, tell your mind to relax. You can say to it, relax, release, let go. Use those words, speak them and think them. Release, relax, let go. The feeling of depression that you're aware of, the feeling of depression, turn to the feeling of depression and say to the feeling of depression, release, relax, let go. I am with you. Think and speak those words to your depression as you breathe slowly and deeply. Release, relax, let go. I am with you. And stay in that energy for a few minutes. Okay, just stay breathing slowly and communicate that directly to the feeling of depression. Release, relax, let go. I am with you. And do that for about a minute, okay? And leave a comment in the comment section about what happened at the end of that minute. Thank you for that super chat, Bridget. Really appreciate it. Hi, William. Can I please get a message from my guides in relation to moving forward with my new creations? Someone showed me a picture of someone pushing you in a shopping cart forward. Like they're holding on firm. And it's like a couple of kids playing, like running within the, you're being pushed forward. And do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. They're holding it firm. You're being very securely guided in this. Very securely guided in this. And you're like, you know, I don't know if you've ever seen kids when they do that and they're riding the shopping cart. It's like, ah, woohoo. That's the kind of energy, like, woohoo, let's go for this. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's really cool. That's wonderful. Yeah, ravens are a good sign from my perspective, anyway. Again, if you're dealing with intense, low vibrational emotions, book a reading with me. If you're dealing with low vibrational emotions in an intense way, book a reading with me. I'll channel your guides and your angels and the beings that will help you walk through that very quickly. Your emotions are not who you are. They're energy that you've developed, but they're not who you are. Your emotions are not who you are. They're qualities of energy that you've developed. And you may have been given those emotions by other people, and there's ways of releasing them and transcending them. Right? Thanks for that super chat, Priscilla. Really appreciate it. Love you too, darling. Um, yeah, sending healing to you right now, Priscilla. Thank you so much for doing that, Jasmine. Hi. Oh, you're very welcome. How should I move for Kaylee? Hi, Lynn. Um, can I e-transfer you for a half-hour reading? I can't go through the regular channels. Yes, you can. You know my email address. So yes, you can definitely transfer that to me. And then, well, you just when you send the e-transfer, give me 3 tentative dates. I don't normally do this by e-transfer, but give me 3 tentative dates and times that you want your reading on, and I'll make arrangements in the back end of things for that. Right. Oh, Kimberly, thank you for that super sticker. I really appreciate that. That's wonderful. Thank you so kindly. Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. That's very generous. Wonderful. Hi. Any advice from my guys? Hi, Iris. Good to see you. It's funny. The song, it's a Simon and Garfunkel song. Slow down. You move too fast. Slow down. Like slow down. You can slow the sequencing of thought in your mind down. Slow your thoughts down. Any one of you can do this. You can say to the thoughts in your mind, you can make your thoughts go as slow as molasses. You can slow your thoughts down, and you can even stop your thoughts. In the silence that comes where the thoughts have been stopped, rest in the stillness and in the silence. Therein you will find the peace that you're seeking, which is who you are. You are peace. You are peace. Sending you blessings as well, Iris. Hi. I got someone coming on here. Let's see. Hello. Cancel. I see if I got. I'm on Do Not Disturb. Just give me a second. I'll turn the Do Not Disturb off, and we'll be able to hear you speaking as well. Just a moment. All right. Are you there, Lynn? Can you hear me? Hi, Lynn.
Yes.
There you are, darling. Thank you for joining. It's wonderful to have you here. What is your question, consideration, or request?
I'm trying to look into the future of my relationship with my daughter and my granddaughter that I take care of.
Yes. So, how would you like to look into that future?
It's hopefully to find some clarity.
Okay.
And,
So I want you to do something right now, okay? They're telling me to tell you to do this. So I want you to take a deep breath, and I want you to imagine that you can feel your daughter and your granddaughter with you right now. Just imagine you can feel them right beside you. And I want you to communicate these thoughts to their energy. From this point forward, love is more important than any other consideration. Just think that thought as if you can think that to both your daughter and granddaughter at the same time. Love is more important than any other consideration. And just think that a few times. And as you do that, notice how your energy in your body starts to feel and describe that.
feels light.
Okay, so feel that light feeling. And now give that light. Imagine you could take that light feeling you're feeling and give it to your daughter and granddaughter. Like you could just hand it over to them and just let it enter into their consciousness. And then again, repeat. Love is the most important consideration from this point forward. And notice what you're now feeling and describe that. Wonderful. So now take that peace that you're feeling and offer that peace to your daughter and your granddaughter. And as you offer that peace to them energetically, again, make the statement, love is the most important consideration from this point forward. And now what this is going to accomplish for you is you've just shifted the energy, not only in yourself, but with your daughter and granddaughter. So pay close attention to what's going to change as you encounter each of them in the coming days. Keep that phrase very close to your mind. From this point forward, love is the most important consideration. Remember that sequence of words, because before you speak to your daughter or your granddaughter, let those be the thought that you think before you do. Do you understand?
Yes.
Wonderful. Now, what are you feeling?
I still feel a little nervous.
Where do you feel that nervousness in your body? Where it's in your heart? Where, it's up. It's up in here.
Yes.
Okay, so turn to the nervousness and speak these words to the nervousness. No matter how you feel, I love you anyway. Just think or speak that to that nervousness. No matter how you feel, I love you anyway. And watch what happens to the nervousness and describe that.
It's dissipating.
Yes. Yes. So now you're not only dissipating that fear for yourself, but you're also dissipating that fear for your daughter and granddaughter. When you change something functionally in your own consciousness, it affects and influences the people that you love and are connected to in your life. So you change it in here, you also change it on their behalf. Especially as a mother or a father, you have such an intimately close energetic connection to your children, whether you're aware of it or not. Whenever you think of your children, think well of them, because you will influence them and affect them as you're doing right now. I'm very excited to see what will come up for you and your daughter and your granddaughter in the next few days. It'll be very exciting. Keep us posted. You're very welcome, darling. Thank you for coming on. You're very welcome. Well, that was wonderful. Thank you so much. Well, I'm so grateful that we get to spend this time together. Am I doing healing today? We just did some healing today. That was just done. But they told me they wanted me to come on and talk about the new Earths. That there's more than one Earth being manufactured for the people on the planet, and it's going to be based on the vibrational state we're in. But you just witnessed a healing right there. Thank you for that wonderful heart with the wings on it. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. I'm just going to see if there's any other questions or considerations. I've tried to release the pain from this past year, but sometimes it hurts a lot. Any messages to help? Yeah, learning. I would recommend either book a reading with me or sign up for a masterclass, 102 when it comes around again. Unfortunately, the prices on our classes have gone up now. Wow, look at that dragon. That's incredible. I've never seen a dragon like that before. That's wonderful. Thank you. The function of the course, the prices went up on the 101 and the 102 to $350 instead of $199. Masterclass 103 and Masterclass 104 are still this one-time $199 for new students and $99, of course, for repeat students. So you want to take advantage of the courses and the prices now. You can certainly get into the 103 course without having to take any of the preceding courses. You'll certainly gain exposure to how to heal and release some of the internal emotional elements that you're struggling with right now. And because you're not here to suffer, you're here to create. You're here to create. So I want to wish you all much love, and I want to wish you a wonderful and joyful day. I'll look forward to seeing you guys on the Monday edition of Shortcuts for Soul. For our students from the 102, I will be seeing you at 1:30 p.m. today. The time was pushed forward by half an hour. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys today for the closing of Masterclass 102, and it was been an honor and privilege working with you guys. Looking forward to what's coming in the next few weeks as well. Have yourselves a wonderful, a joyful day. Much love, everybody. Remember to like, subscribe, share, follow. And again, thank you for those wonderful gifts and super chats and all the support you guys give this channel. Thank you very, very much. And have yourselves a wonderful and a joyful day. Bye-bye.